This is very important. If you have your radio on, then it's part of God's plan that you enter the keyword just by going to the iHeartRadio app and then tap on the red microphone thing and say the keyword is espresso. That is the keyword. Well, once you do that, you're in the drawing, basically. It's a kind of a virtual drawing of all the people who enter the keyword. And once you do it, the keyword is espresso. That's all you need to say. You could fly off to LA to see basically the concert of the year. The concert, now that Taylor is done, this is the concert everybody wants to go to.
I feel like we have a new story about our concert every single time. You never know what celebrity is going to be at this one. Drew Barrymore was just at the one in New York last week.
Yeah. Sabrina Carpenter's doing it, man. I feel like she's capable of anything.
And if she's in LA, there's going to be some people in the crowd.
Probably
There's going to be celebrities.
Yeah.
Sabrina Carpenter keyword is espresso. Make sure you use that on the iHeartRadio app. I was talking a little while ago about Halloween and like whether kids ring the doorbell or not. And I would say of the probably 50 groups or so that we had come to the house on Friday, maybe 5 rang the doorbell and the rest would kind of stand there. So a bunch of people texted in and one said, my name is Nate. We were literally talking about this with friends on Halloween. It was weird. No kids ring the doorbell. It was the first time we've ever noticed that. No joke. Another one says, you're absolutely correct, Dave. We had about 175 kids. I think the doorbell rang maybe once or twice, but it was so busy. I was by the front door most of the evening. Another one said, I noticed none of the kids said trick or treat. They just stood there. I think that's true. But at the same time, other kids say trick or treat, happy Halloween, and thank you.
Yeah.
I would say the majority of the kids, they raise them right out in Chan happening. They raise them right to say thank you when you give them the Nerds and the Nestle's Crunch Bar.
Nobody's saying the classic trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat.
I think that's outdated now.
I don't care.
I'll pull down your underwear. Not that.
Never heard the second part of it. Never heard the second verse about the underpants on that one.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we take for granted like what we know what to do. Like if we went trick-or-treating, we would go down, ring the doorbell, say trick or treat, get the candy, say thank you, and then turn around and leave. But if no one's telling them to do that, I think we just take for granted what we already know and just think that the kids just osmosis know it. How are they supposed to know it without being taught that?
Since you got a lot of kids, do kids still have the cute little like pumpkin bins?
The
to put their,
little kids do.
The little kids.
Little
Everyone else has like the pillowcases or something.
Everybody else got a pillowcase.
See, I never did the pillowcase thing.
Oh, I did.
I didn't. I feel like I always had my little pumpkin bucket.
I had a little plastic pumpkin. Yeah. And then my dad got really sick one time and threw up into it, and I never wanted to use it again.
Did you get any like older kids too?
Oh yeah, we got several older kids.
Okay,
ones
good.
that were there was ones that I would literally say, "What are you supposed to be?" And they're like 16, and they're like, "I'm a Vikings fan," and I don't remember exactly. There's one kid that came by very late, like 8:45. And he must have got a late start because he only had like 5 pieces of candy in he had a toolbox. He was like a mechanic and he had a toolbox. And I'm thinking this kid kind of went all out, but he probably had to work or something.
Yeah.
So he got a late start. Kids trying to make
12-hour shift.
You're right, making up for lost time. And he's walking around at 8:45 with no candy in his box. It is that Halloween season is getting colder. And so we're doing Coats for Kids. And every year we hear I think we've heard from Holly for the last 3 or 4 years, right, Holly?
Yep, that's right.
Holly, tell me about your efforts to raise Coats for Kids and what school you work at and how that's going.
I'm at Blaine High School.
Okay. Go Bengals,
Go Bengals,
Bengals,
yeah.
yes, go Bengals, yeah.
Yep. Our cross-country team, boys team, just won state, so shout out to them.
Yay.
But we are currently at 300, and I think 2 jackets right now. Our goal is 600, and we've been doing this for 32 years.
Wow.
So we've been a good partner for them.
That is so awesome. And you take these all down to Pilgrim, and they clean them up and then distribute them to people who don't have warm winter coats. Is it a particular group, or is it the whole high school that's doing this up at Blaine?
Yeah, so it's my seniors in my business internship program who are also members of Business Professionals of America, or BPA. So this is the group that has kind of started with them years ago. Randy Hempstead was the one that initiated it and was looking for a new community service project for the club.
Yeah.
And we've just continued that tradition over the years.
I think that's great. I think, more high schools should do this, but I'm so proud of you guys and impressed with you guys that your goal is you're still short. When's your deadline, Holly?
November 14th.
Okay, and that's the deadline for anybody to take a coat by Pilgrim.
Yes.
And to drop it off, whether you got one old coat or you got 15 old coats or whatever. You getting a lot of kids' coats or adults' coats or everything?
We have a good mixture of everything. And we have some brand new coats that people donated. Some gave cash, so my kids went to savers and bought a bunch of coats. So they're going out to the community and going to different houses and trying different things.
Now,
I think it's the weather. Like,
well, one of the things I also noticed is you're from Minnesota because you say coats.
Coats.
Coats. So we're collecting a lot of
Wisconsin.
Oh, well, same kind of accent.
Coats.
So where if somebody's going to Blaine today and they got a bunch of coats, where should they bring them? Down to the front office or down to your trunk of your car? Where do they bring them?
Yeah, they can just bring them right to the main entrance. We have a bin by security, and they can just drop them off in there, and the security guards know to just contact me, and the kids will stop down and grab everything.
That's so great.
And
I mean, it's so great. It's so great for kids to learn, like, community service at that age. That is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Holly, you're doing some good work over there. Now, the Blaine Fight song. Here we go. And it's on you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And I tried doing that again. I can't get it. I just know the last part.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Bengals.
There you go.
Bengals. Let's go. Wait, that's the Vikings.
Bengals. Bengals. Go, fight, win. Bam, 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 bam. I don't know.
That's
probably
the
it.
rouser. That's the rouser.
Oh, okay.
You moron.
Close enough.
Holly, we love you. We love Blaine. Thanks for doing what you do. We appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate you guys having me on.
You bet. Okay. If you are a Blaine Bengal, then bring some coats. And if you're not, then bring it by a Pilgrim before November 14th. Okay. We're going to come back in a second. We had a lot of stuff going on. I decided, first of all, Bailey's got 2 dates this week. We got to talk about that. Okay. We've also got to talk about how Susan and I have decided that she can't die first. Okay. We're going to talk about that. Why in a second.
Sense,
we had a lot of stuff coming up. Vaughn stirs the pot. We've got Bailey's got the Benihana song. There's so many things coming up. Stay here. The Dave Ryan Show on KDWB.
This is your final week.
Keyword is the secret password The keyword is our keyword is
to win your trip to sunny LA to see Sabrina Carpenter at one of her sold-out shows.
What's up? This is Sabrina Carpenter. Come on, let's do it. Put your hands up.
Listen every hour starting at 7:05 with the Dave Ryan Show, and you're never more than 30 minutes away from your shot at winning.
101.3 KDWB.
For the first week of November, a pretty gorgeous start to the week. It's going to be sunny with a high of 56 today. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and 62.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Starting stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement. Batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Every now and then I rinse it out, and I need Johnny Rinse tonight, and I need it more. I can't rest the bed and the smell never leaves. I don't know what to do. I'm always in the dark. The sweating back short smells like a dog car. Johnny Rinse tonight.
Downy Rinse fights stubborn odors in just one wash. When impossible odors get stuck in,
Rinse it out.
Minnesota's got a lot to be proud of, like Cheerios and Kim's Milk, 2 local originals. When this team pairs up, it's way beyond Minnesota nice. It's gosh darn delicious. Whether you need a quick snack, a post-gym refuel, or easy breakfast, a serving of Cheerios protein and a serving of Kim's Milk delivers 16 grams of tasty protein. It's convenient, satisfying, and keeps you going. Cheerios and Kim's Milk, your Minnesota protein pair. Cheerios protein cereal is a good source of protein per serving.
KDWB-FM, Richfield, Minneapolis, St. Paul, an iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
What should you eat for lunch today? Smash burgers, salads, and 16 different wing flavors can be found today at Elm Creek Brewing. Open every day at 11 a.m. Elm Creek Brewing and King of the Wing is serving up lunch daily, as well as good vibes and the best beer in town. Elm Creek Brewing in Chaplin is your home for 24 tap beers. Ask for it today. Elm Creek Brewing.
Here's a thought. You wouldn't wear the same outfit every day, so why stick to the same glasses? Pearl Vision has brand name glasses to keep your style fresh. Michael Kors for sleek confidence. Coach for timeless vibes. And Vogue Eyewear to mix things up whenever you want. Right now, get 40% off a second pair because one look is never enough. Nobody cares for eyes more than Pearl. Some restrictions and exclusions may apply. See participating stores for details.
Raising a family requires lots, and I mean lots, of energy. Quaker's protein products help you to keep things running smoothly. It's the protein you want when wrestling your toddler into their pajamas. There you go, buddy. To coach your 6th graders soccer team. And to carry all the groceries in one trip. Whether you want instant oatmeal, bars, or granola, Quaker has something for everyone in the family. Try Quaker protein products today. Quaker, bring out the good.
If you've been diagnosed with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, this is what it sounds like to be 1,000,000 miles away. Imagine being 1,000,000 miles away. Tremfya Kuzelkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy. With Tremfya, clearer skin is possible. In clinical trials,
Dave's 20-something original bangs from 13 original colonies. He courted them, kissed them, and now we'll name them one by one, including some he impregnated. There was Christy, April, Kathy, and Candy. She burned down a daycare. Joan and Cricket, yes, her name is Cricket. Debbie and another Debbie. Julie, yes, that Julie, but there was also another Julie. Kim and Kelly, another Kathy, was a hooker in Vegas. Linda, Mary, Vicky had a mohawk. Melanie, Melissa, Stephanie, Nancy sold ashtrays at state fairs. Tammy cheated on him with an Air Force cadet and a woman. Vanessa smelled bad, and we can't forget Patty.
all the way over to East River Road, eastbound, so from Lexington into Victoria. You're also seeing delays on 94 eastbound Brockton and Maple Grove Parkway, Highway 55 to 394. I'm Jeremy Scott, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Pizza Luce.
I just love pizza. It's my favorite.
Make it yours, too. Give the gift of Luce. Buy $100 in gift cards and get $25 free. Now that's dough well spent. Order now at pizzaluce.com.
Now live on streaming video, KDWB's Dave Ryan Show is now on YouTube every morning starting at 7 a.m. Just search Dave Ryan TV.
So much going on. Hope you had a great weekend. Check out our Weekend in 5 photos and find out a little bit about all of us and what we did over the weekend. Also, there's a great picture of me holding a baby on my lap.
Oh, a baby?
Because let me tell you something. Allison had a busy weekend, so we said, we'll watch Little Olivia. That's her daughter. She's 2 months old. And Little Olivia, you would think that a 2-month-old is like going to eat and then nap and then eat and nap. No. Wah, 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 pretty much the whole time. Oh. And I got her to calm down because I'm good with children. So I got her on my lap, and Susan's like, oh, that's a cute picture. Let me take a picture. And I'm like, well, let me just show you the 21-inch guns.
Oh, yeah.
So have you seen the picture of the 21-inch guns?
Oh, gosh, let me go look for it right now.
Go look at it right now because,
really
this is what happens when you work out regularly, like me and Jenny. You see those guns?
Well, it says, sorry, this page is currently unavailable, but I think it's just mine.
Shut up, Bailey.
see
Bring
'em.
back Drake. A little respect. What?
Listen, I'm okay with you flexing with the guns and the baby, but like, what is going on with your face? Why are you doing duck lips? Are you a drunk 21-year-old girl?
It's my face when I flex.
Look at my big old muscles.
Yeah, and every picture of you at Boo Bash as Jenny, every single picture, duck lips.
I want to make an effort. I want to look
You wanted
sexy.
to be realistic.
I see.
Mhm.
Jenny loves duck lips.
Yeah,
There's so
I
much.
love it.
Can I make an observation?
Yeah?
Do it.
I realized that Susan can't die first
Mm-hmm.
because if she dies first, I don't know how to do anything. I mean, I can make a doctor's appointment. Last time I tried to make an airplane reservation, she said I screwed it up and I didn't use our points, so she had to cancel it and go back and make it. I don't know when property taxes due or how much we pay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how insurance works. She's always on the iHeart app going, give me that. I got a key. Well, what's the code? I'm going to get a code. What's the code? And she's filling out insurance. I don't know how any of that works.
Thank goodness you've got her because, wow, she's really doing everything that you should know how to do for you.
It is concerning. I feel like I've known people where their partner has passed and they literally didn't know how to function.
Hello.
Hey, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great.
Okay, good. I want to make sure you're not near death because if you were near death, I really don't know. Yeah, I'd be sad. I'd be sad for a day or two and, we'd do a nice memorial service and whatever. But after that, then bills would start to come in the mail. And I don't know how do they still use Quick Pay? Is that a thing?
Quick Pay? Nope.
Venmo? QuickBooks? What do you write a check for? Bill pay. That's what I'm thinking
There
of.
it is.
Do you still use bill? Is that a thing anymore?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Or you can go directly to the Bill's site and pay it there. It's
What is the bill site? How do I know what the bill site is?
Target.com site.
It's not bills.com.
It's not bills.com?
Bills.com.
Chase.com.
Because before we got married, I would do all this stuff on my own, but it was a check. You get something from XL Energy and it'd be like, $43.19, and I'd write that out. Boom, send it in. You don't do that anymore.
You're screwed, but don't worry. I've talked to Allison about taking care of you.
She's had these conversations.
No, you have not, Susan. Have you really?
I'm like, you're gonna have to help your dad. You're gonna have to help your dad.
Well, that's why I'm worried that are you healthy?
I'm healthy.
She's working out over at Snap. She lost 32 pounds
from Trainer Mike. I heard
from Trainer Mike. Yeah,
nice. It's good. So, Jenny, Bailey, I got to tell you this cute story. It just kind of melted my heart. So we were Allison wanted to go to this book fair at Fat Pants Brewery. And so we decided to tag along and we decided to stay and watch some of the Vikings game in the bar area. And I look over and there's this older guy and I'm trying to figure out what he was doing. And Dave's like, I think he's signing stuff, but I don't know who he is. And so Dave and Allison were sitting there talking about it, looking up old Vikings, trying to figure out who he was, and come to find out it was Tommy Kramer.
Okay.
And
it was like a classic old Viking from the 1970s and 80s. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they kept looking over to see who was over there buying his stuff, and I was like, Dave, just go over there. I know you want to go over there and talk to him and buy something. Go buy something. And it took about 10 minutes. And finally, between Allison and I, he went over there and bought the jersey and talked to him, got a picture. He was so excited.
Well, I felt bad.
nice.
Well, Allison had noticed first. She's like, Dad, there's a guy behind you and he's signing autographs, but nobody's over there. And I feel bad for him because Allison's got such a soft heart.
Yeah.
So I turn around and I'm like, oh, God, that's Tommy Kramer. And it's not like nobody was going over there, but it wasn't like a giant event.
Right.
So most time Tommy was having pretzels and watching the Vikings game. So I felt a little bit bad for him. I'm like, well, I'm going to go buy a jersey because he has dementia. And I think he's out raising money for healthcare bills and things like that. So I went over and I talked to him for a little bit. And it's funny because he's watching the Vikings and he said something like, these blanking idiots don't know what the blank they're doing. So there's a picture of me with what?
it was very cute. But at the same time, come full circle, Dave comes over to the ATM Susan because he didn't have any money on him. He didn't know how to get any, so I had to give him money to buy the jersey.
Not the ATM Susan, Dave.
Yep.
You don't even have money on you?
I don't have any money.
You're useless.
I live in a cashless society.
You turn out your pockets and a little fly comes out. And you're like, oh man,
All right.
I need Susan.
I'm just calling to make sure that you're well and don't die, because if you do, then Allison's going to have her plate full with 3 kids and a dad to take care of.
Her 4th kid.
Yeah,
what it's going to turn into.
Fourth kid.
Okay, all right.
I try to work through this and show him hot things, and he just has no interest.
He's not listening.
Well, he
Susan.
gets distracted by his reels.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm watching reels. Look at that. There's a dog on a skateboard. Look at that. It's crazy. All right. Have a good day.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. What?
I won't die on you today.
Yeah, please don't.
Not today.
Not today.
Tomorrow,
though.
You were extra concerned last week when she hadn't been up to let Bernie out yet. You kept checking the door cam or whatever you have.
Yeah, to see whether she let, because she slept until 9 o'clock, and that's not like her. I thought maybe she died. I was going to send the neighbor Christina over to see if there was a corpse in the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corpse in the bed.
Somebody says Susan needs a bit once a week teaching us how to adult.
Truly.
And someone else said that is me, Dave. They are you. Her husband handles all the household bills, and I'd be lost without him.
Somebody said, it's so sad that a person can't do basic tasks. I really hope this is a bit.
I'm sad to say it's not.
Sad to say it's not.
That's how life is. I mean, you've been with your partner for X amount of years. They do certain things. You do certain things.
She doesn't trust me to do anything. You know what I do? Climb up on stuff to reach high things. That's what I do.
Yeah,
I climb up on ladders and things to reach high stuff.
But did you try to do other things than climbing up on high things?
No, because I tried to make an airplane reservation and I effed it up, and she had to cancel it and start it over again.
Well,
to be fair, you tried to figure out your moth infestation about a week or two ago. Yeah. You failed. And then you had to hire a company, which I'm assuming at that point she went and hired the company, huh?
Correctamundo, yeah.
Wow.
I don't know how to use the phone. Yeah.
I mean, I
don't
will
know how
say,
to use the phone.
You got it upside down.
I do have a lot of pictures that are just kind of leaning up against the wall because I want someone else to hang them.
Yeah.
And I don't have anyone to hang them. So they just leave.
They're just leaning up
they
against
just
the wall.
Stay there.
But you're able to sustain and you're able to go to your appointments and make insurance payments.
So
and all
I'm the
that
only
stuff.
one who can do it. Yep.
I think it's a trap.
Yeah.
I think it's a trap because she knows that I could never leave her for somebody who's 32 years old. Because I wouldn't know how to, I don't know how to do anything by myself.
So true.
Oh, it's a trap. It's a ploy to keep me for leaving her for somebody who's much younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
32 years
it's
old.
interesting because we were at Boo Bash the other night and I didn't see any of the hot 32-year-olds lining up for Daddy Bear. I saw the 60-year-olds that were there.
I'll take them.
man.
Line up. It's Alice, Patty, and
Harold.
And
Terry.
Yes.
Harold was kind of
There was a couple
hot.
Harolds, actually.
All right, you were never more than 30 minutes away from Sabrina Carpenter. Keyword, this is very important. It is the last week, so keep your radio on for another 6 or 8 minutes, and I will get you that keyword. Right now, it is a little Monday motivation, because sometimes, a little perspective is nice on a Monday, and I really love this one. It's just so, it's not really like a, go get them. It's a reminder, and I really like this one. You haven't even met all your favorite people. You haven't seen all your favorite cities. You haven't had all your favorite drinks. You haven't met all the people who are going to love you so much. You haven't had all your best days. So cheers to that. There's still so much good coming for you. And I think sometimes we forget that, we look back and we go, that was really cool back in the day, and I went here and I met this person, whatever. But there's a lot of things in your life that you still haven't experienced yet that you don't even know. You haven't had your favorite food. You haven't met, maybe you have. Maybe you've met your favorite person, but maybe you haven't met your favorite person. Bailey, you think that your ex was your favorite person, but you've got 2 Hinge dates this week.
I've got 2 Hinge dates this week, and both of them will be my new favorite person.
Well, maybe you might
Really quick, they'll be here now.
pick one.
I love that though, because I do think that it's a lot of perspective of if you're in a little bit of the trenches right now, you have to remember that there's some really exciting things that could happen in the future.
There really are, and you don't know that.
Not even just the trenches, but I read this thing and it was there's nothing crazier than somebody in their mid-20s that thinks they're running out of time. I'm in that age bracket. I'm 24, and there's so much world I haven't seen. There's so much world I haven't done. So it's calm down and just let life.
Dave, at what point do you run out of time?
Yeah.
Let
us write it down.
What
we need
a question.
To know, well, what age do we really need to stop being like, you still have time, but I'm 72.
I think I know 72-year-olds that are still out doing their thing. I know a bunch of 40-year-olds who have given up and they decided to get unhealthy and lay around and look at their doom scroll all day. I know both kinds. I know 72-year-olds who are like looking forward to their next hike, their next adventure, to go skydiving. And then I know 40-year-olds who are like, well, I guess I'll just eat because I know I can do that really well.
Remember that story I told a couple of weeks ago? An 80-something-year-old, she won like a triathlon.
Yes. Well, she did. Well, no, she didn't
She
win.
finished.
She did the Ironman, which it's just the fact that she completed it is insane.
At 80-something years old, and she was like the oldest person to ever do it.
Yeah,
so
it's so
Yeah,
crazy.
I love that. So that is your Motivational Monday on KDWB. Shout out to Dad. They don't say Dad's name or their name, but they say today's my dad's birthday. Can you give him a happy birthday shout out? We love listening to KDWB. So shout out Dad. You share a birthday with Roseanne Barr.
Wow.
And Kendall Jenner, who is 30 years old today. And today is also National Sandwich Day.
Happy holidays.
What's your order at Subway? I'll go first. Mine is the Veggie Delight on flatbread. What's your order at Subway, Bailey?
I've been really into the tuna salad, not salad, tuna. You know, the tuna.
Yeah, just tuna.
It's nice and salty and delicious.
Yes.
I just go with turkey breast on Italian herbs and cheese. That's the best bread ever.
It's so
at Subway.
good. So delicious.
Vaughn?
Yeah.
He's on the phone.
He's on the phone.
He
I will
likes
say
all
Vaughn
sandwiches.
he likes all sandwiches, probably peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
Because he's got the
Favorite
taste of a
one.
12-year-old boy. All right, we got a lot of stuff to get to. Let's get into Dave's Dirt, then your Sabrina Carpenter keyword. Don't leave because this could be the time you win it, and it's only 3.5 minutes away.
The Dave Ryan Show, 101.3 KDWB.
Vikings win.
Four-man rush. McCarthy throwing right, Naylor, and he caught it! Yes!
So PA is super excited because they converted on a third down, and then so they got a first down, and so that ended it for the Lions. So the Vikings are now, they don't have the best record in the league, that's for sure, but this was a very important game in their division. Yeah.
Sydney Sweeney reunited with her ex-fiance Jonathan Davino over the weekend, but it did not go well. Apparently, she was out with friends in Santa Monica, having dinner, watching the World Series game, and then she left in an Uber, but then was spotted a few blocks away getting out of that Uber and into a vehicle of her ex-fiance Jonathan. And that could have led to some speculation, especially since she seems to have been dating Scooter Braun recently. But it seems that the breakup happened for a reason. And when they got to her house, a witness said she screamed at Jonathan, "I don't believe you. Please leave. Leave me alone."
Ooh, what juicy. Drama. MTV is canceling its television show Ridiculousness after 46 seasons.
Crazy.
I've watched that show a few times, and it's like, every time I watch it, I'm like, I'm never watching this stupid show ever again.
And yet you did.
And I did.
The show lasted 15 years. 46 season is had 1,700 episodes. It ends in 2026. And I heard somebody was talking about this and how many episodes there truly are, that you could just start watching Ridiculousness and it could last days and days and days and days and days with how much content they have. So I don't think they necessarily need to make any new content for Ridiculousness. They can just run on reruns for the rest of time.
That's true. I don't think that was his best show. His best show was Robin Big.
Well, yes.
But R.I.P. to Big.
Yeah.
Because they were so funny
That was
together.
really funny. MTV says that they want to return to shows that are more like the stuff they did in their quote-unquote experimental days.
Like Room Raiders?
Maybe.
Oh,
Or
next parental control.
Was
Good
next
stuff.
was next on MTV?
Yes, it was.
That was the one with the bus.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, so good.
They'd go with the five guys and then be like, next.
Yes.
On to the next guy.
Yes.
Yes. In other dirt, Katy Perry confirms the Justin Trudeau romance to fans.
Trying to get me to marry him, and he has a ring in his hand. No, I am dating someone else.
Hey, good for her.
Why is she yelling?
I think she's at a concert. I'm not either that or at IHOP.
A ring on his hand.
I'm not really sure. All right, that is the dirt brought to you by 612 Injured, Heimer and Lammer's Injury Law. Here comes your keyword in 3, 2, 1 for that Sabrina Carpenter trip. Here it comes.
Hey, listen
Let's take a trip. Your chance to win a trip to Los Angeles to see Sabrina Carpenter at one of her sold-out shows happens now on KDWB. Talk back the keyword feather. That's feather on our iHeartRadio app.
Okay, that is the keyword. Make sure you do that. All you got to do is open up the iHeart app, tap that red microphone button, say the keyword is feather. And that's really all you got to say. How will you be notified that you won? You'll either get an email or a phone call, probably by the end of this week or maybe past the weekend, because this is your last week to enter this. So every time you hear us mention the keyword, make sure you do. It's free to do, and you can win an amazing trip to Los Angeles to see her in concert, airfare, hotel, and tickets are all on us. Is this our girl, the foot and mouth girl?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just talk to her for a second here. Did you have a good Halloween besides making an idiot out of yourself, Samantha?
Yeah. So I'd like to share something with you guys. Basically, I was at a Halloween party over the weekend, and there was like a bunch of people there, a lot actually that I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I was in like a little group, and there was someone dressed in drag as Marie Antoinette. You know who that is? And I was like,
yeah, Marie Antoinette is the French prince, royalty, something or other. Yeah,
princess lady.
So there's somebody dressed in drag as Marie Antoinette.
Exactly. So like, you make one ugly woman, and I was like, I thought I was being funny. I was being clever. It was a joke, but yeah. So no one even laughed or smiled, and everyone around me was absolutely so quiet, like for crickets. It was like a pin drop moment.
Because you had said you make one ugly woman. And you don't know who this person is.
Yeah, to this drag.
I was like, you make one ugly woman, and it did not land at all. But I mean, you guys can guess the rest. She was actually a woman, but she was dressed as Marie Antoinette.
Good God.
Drag. And the more I looked at her, I was like, I could kind of like see the makeup. And either way, the woman legit looks at me with a straight face and was like, I am a woman. And I was like, oh.
After you had said you make one ugly woman.
Oh no!
This is where I would look for a trap door in the floor or a carpet that I could lift up and crawl underneath it,
just like evaporate.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, so we're still in this small group, and then another person tried to save me, and was like, 'cause we were like talking a little bit earlier, so he was like, "Oh my God, Samantha, like you're so funny, right?" And then, but it just could not be saved at that moment at all. Like it was still so quiet after everybody kind of like just walked away, and I just wanted to go into crawl into a hole so bad. I absolutely just left right after.
So you left.
My way out. I had to.
We've all put our foot in our mouth, but if you haven't done it in a while, you're overdue. It's probably going to happen this week.
Mm-hmm.
You'll say something to somebody who looks pregnant, who is not pregnant.
Yes.
You actually called out a woman and called her, you make one ugly woman.
Because you thought she was a drag queen.
Because you thought she was a drag queen.
I'm not going to blame you.
Oh, that poor woman. I feel bad for her.
But she's in a
I feel
costume.
worse for her. What?
She's in a costume,
And
though.
they had to go through it twice because then they're like, we just tried to do obviously 2 jokes that didn't land because the guy tried to save me after, and it was so mortifying.
God, I'm sure that after you left, they're like, who brought that woman? God, don't ever invite her back. Wow. Yeah, I would never.
To a Halloween party again.
I think we've learned something here. Never assume that somebody is a woman in drag because it might just be an ugly woman.
Oh no!
Just assume they're always an ugly woman.
It was the mustache that gave it away. That poor. Oh, what if she's listening right now and reliving all this horror of meeting Samantha, and she's all proud of her Marie Antoinette costume, and then Samantha's like, "Oh, you make one ugly woman."
Well, don't be ugly in your costume.
No, her face is all
Should have worn
powdered.
a bag on her head.
She's got the one singular mole. She probably is wearing lipstick or something. And I mean, Marie Antoinette, that's a very makeup look. So I get it. But I feel the same way. My face was green for Halloween. If somebody came up to me and then was like, haha, you're such an ugly woman.
What if they would have thought you were a dude? Because you were dressed as a dude.
I was. And I told Jenny, I said specifically for my costume that I was going to keep my hair down and I was going to wear lashes because I wanted people to still know that I was a woman. Because what if I had worn a little bald cap? I was the Mask from the Mask movie. So what if I wore a bald cap and didn't like look like a girl at all? What if I like went all out? Then people would think I was a boy and it would hurt my feelings. And I feel bad for this Marie Antoinette.
I totally feel bad for her. Probably the rest of the night is she's like, oh God, now I look like an ugly woman.
I look like a dude.
Dave, did anyone come up to you and say that to you at the Boo Bash?
I was one ugly woman. Seriously, I do not make a pretty woman. It was a little bit frightening. When I put on makeup, I actually resembled my mother. I really did. I looked in the mirror after Susan did my makeup, and I'm like, I look like my mom. Oh my God, Samantha, it'll be okay. Next time, keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to a Halloween party.
Yeah, never leave the house. Never leave the house again.
Oh, gosh.
Do we forgive her? Should she?
I'll give out the trick-or-treating. I'll just give out the trees.
Yes,
Yeah,
give out
stay
trees.
home.
That's all.
Thank you. Have a better day, Samantha.
I'll try. Thanks, guys.
Okay. I love when people have something happen that they call our show.
Yeah.
Me too.
Make sure. I by the way, I got an email that I want to read to you about a weekend hookup. And I don't have time to read it right now, but about 8:00, you got to hear what happened. This woman met a guy on, I think she said it was Hinge. And so she drove 4 hours to meet him.
Jeez.
And then everything was going fine until it didn't. And then things took the most unpredictable turn ever. And I will read you this email because she wouldn't be on the radio. I tried to call her and get her on, but she would not be on. But I'll read you this email coming up in a little bit here on 101.3. KDWB. More Sabrina Carpenter keywords come up all the time, so make sure you stay here. I have some bad news for you.
What?
You guys have been hounding me for a year to take you all to Benihana. So last week we agreed that Wednesday at noon this week that we would all go to Benihana over in Golden Valley.
Yeah,
You brought it up. You brought it up. You said, you know what? I'll finally take you guys.
Yeah. Well, we're not going.
Why?
Well, here's the reason why. Because I have got this belly pain and I've had it for 10, 12 years. And last week it was really bad to the point where I couldn't even sit still because I'd be sitting down and I can't sit. So I'd have to get up and walk around just to kind of like try to deal with the pain. So I called to make a doctor appointment at the gastro doctor. And guess when the appointment is? Wednesday at 11:30.
Of course it is.
Really?
That was the soonest they could get me in. They said, okay, Monday morning at 8. I can't be there today at 8:00, but I can be there. Don't look so sad, Bailey.
I'm sad. I wanted to go.
I'm sorry.
We've been wanting to go because I think, again, we brought this up because you offered to do it, then never cashed in. And now look at you cashing out like a punk.
You know what? I think that you guys should be a little bit more supportive of your friend who could have like some dread disease.
Oh my gosh, stop it. You're
and I
fine.
go to the
You've had belly
You're
pain
fine.
for like 20 years.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Well.
It hasn't done anything to you yet. You know what fixes belly pain? Benihana.
Yeah,
Yum, yum
That's what the
sauce.
doctor
That's
said.
what it does.
Is
Yum,
that
yum sauce,
go get
baby.
yourself some Benihana with your wonderful coworkers.
You know, I've got a health crisis over here, and the three of you are bullying me to take you to Benihana.
No,
instead.
just give me a pin and I'll burst the pain in your belly. It'll be gone.
It's a big cyst.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh.
I'll burst it and then we'll go to Benihana. I want to go to Benihana.
I'm sorry. Maybe we'll go another time. I'm not going to
Maybe.
cancel my gastro appointment to take you idiots to Benihana.
What do you mean maybe we'll go another time?
You heard it here. Dave canceled on us. We bet last week on who would cancel first. We thought Jenny because she always is like, I'm not
She's got
sure.
stuff.
No,
She's got
I just will tell you ahead of time if I'm not available. But if I'm available and I commit to something, I stick with my commitments. Unlike somebody
You weren't trying to
else.
do. Dave was trying to throw a Super Bowl party. You didn't want to go. You didn't have any other
No,
commitments.
that's not true. I didn't say that. I said that I probably would be going to a different Super Bowl party. I just was unsure at the time.
I want to go to Benihana, Dave.
I know you wrote a song about it and
I
everything
did.
too. Yeah.
Play it.
What's
play-
to the tune of?
It's to the tune of Kokomo by the Beach Boys. Just play me the karaoke version. And I would really like to sing this song for you to really make you feel bad.
Yeah.
to make you feel bad.
Yeah. And when the doctor's like, you're fine. And that'll be the end of it.
And then I want you to revisit this and picture me sad underneath a rain cloud. Okay.
What?
Mars Abachi, ooh, I wanna take me Benihana. Oh mama, come on pretty mama. Yum yum sauce, sweet sake, baby, why don't we go? In Golden Valley, there's a place called Benihana.
No, there's a place called
Benihana. Thank you for the assist. That's where you wanna go, and Dave will pay for it all.
So we thought.
Not not going to happen.
And in Maple Grove, onion train go choo-choo chove. We'll be falling in love to the rhythm of a Tokyo band. Down in Benihana, immersive hibachi. Ooh, I wanna take you Benihana. Oh, mama, come on, pretty mama. Yum, yum sauce, sweet sake. Maybe why don't we go to Benihana? We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow.
Can we stop now?
No, that's where we wanna go.
And
Nope,
wrap
I've got
it
a
up.
second one. Down in Benihana, teppanyaki theatrics from the kooky chef. 5 courses and specials. Keep
How long
going.
is this song?
We'll eat till our pants are free.
We're scraping the bucket with content.
Shrimp and edamame or pan-fried gyoza. Hey, I'm easy.
Why do you have this written up?
Afternoon delight.
Brevity is the soul of wit. Have you ever heard that phrase before?
Cocktails and moonlit nights.
Now you're not even making up words.
That dreamy look in our eyes, give me that teriyaki contact.
Okay.
High down in Benihana,
Okay.
immersive
Okay.
hibachi.
All right.
Ooh, I
Okay.
want to take you to Benihana.
Okay.
It's not even the same song anymore.
That's the part I was confused about.
Yeah, the song is over now. Okay.
Oh.
Boy, you and Sabrina Carpenter in the Songwriting Hall of Fame.
It's a close race.
You notice none of those words in Bailey's version rhymed?
Some of them did.
Valley and Hana do not rhyme.
Hibachi and ye do.
Not really.
I said I want to take ye.
Oh, my God. You've got 2 dates this week on Hinge. If either of these fellas heard this, they're going to cancel.
They'll be like, sign me up.
No, they're
No.
not. They're going to be like, well, we clearly need to go to Benihana.
Benihana.
All right.
I'm going.
Vaughn's going to stir the pot. Vaughn, what is on your mind?
You have no excuse to have a dirty car if you have a Tesla. And I'm tired of seeing dirty ones around because you have the money to go get a car wash. Go do it.
What? How many? You've seen dirty Teslas?
Bro, I was driving behind this super dirty Tesla yesterday. I was like, first of all, you get a Tesla most of the time because you want to show off the Tesla, so it should always be clean. That's one. And two, chances are you have a little bit more money if you have a Tesla. Go run it through the car wash or the sprinklers.
What if they're busy? They're busy being rich.
No, you shouldn't have a
They're
dirty.
busy being rich.
You shouldn't have a dirty Tesla, man, or any of those expensive cars.
What are those ugly ones that look like a
The
dinosaur?
Cybertrucks.
Cybertruck.
Yeah.
Can you have a dirty
Oh my
Cybertruck?
gosh, Cybertrucks are so annoying.
Well, I don't think people don't get a car wash because they can't afford it. They just lazy. They just don't. I don't hardly ever. Maybe twice a year I get my car washed. Usually when somebody writes "wash me" on the back window. I just don't. I don't know. I just never really feel like this. Like, should I get one? Nah.
But you don't have a
Another
Tesla,
time.
do you?
No, I don't have a Tesla.
Yeah, the Tesla people, they have no excuses. They're just lazy.
I want to get a car wash personally, but I only want it to be Jenny washing my car in a little white tank top. Jenny?
That's crazy.
I can do that.
Oh,
yeah,
perfect.
I'm available.
Okay, great. Awesome.
Are we going to go somewhere where it's heated or are we going to be outside?
Just outside.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to be like 60 degrees tomorrow. We'll do it then.
Okay. All right. I can do that for you, Bailey.
Wash your Teslas.
Wash your Teslas.
And guys, I'm assigning you all a challenge this week.
Okay.
Because sometimes
Bye.
I'm over here scraping the bucket with ways to stir the pot. You don't seem satisfied. So every day this week, I'm assigning you all to stir the pot.
Okay.
I need a break.
Okay.
All
Easy.
right.
I've got it already on lock.
Oh.
But think about it. I don't want you to come in here like dogs are better than cats. I pull out hard-hitting content on this show every single day. Try to stir the pot.
Okay, so tomorrow.
You want to go, Dave, tomorrow?
I mean, I can. I'm pretty much content with everything. I don't really have any complaints. No, that's not true. That's not true. But I can go tomorrow.
Okay.
You want me to stir the pot tomorrow?
You
Then
tomorrow.
maybe Benny or
Benny?
Jaylee?
Benny Hanna song? Hit it.
No.
Oh. I can go.
Then
I definitely have some
Jenny
things I can take.
Wednesday, Bailey Thursday.
Okay.
And I'll kick up and put my feet up and relax all week long.
Yeah. I like
Well,
that.
All right, fine.
Who's going to do Friday then?
Friday is Fonz Feel Good Friday.
Yeah, nobody stirs the pot. We have to feel good on Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right, I like it. All right, you're never more than 30 minutes away from Sabrina Carpenter. Hang on for that. That is another keyword comes up in exactly 15 minutes on KDWB. And also, you got to hear this email from somebody who went out of town to meet somebody from one of the apps, and it took a turn like you wouldn't believe, in a good way, just to let you, I'd say 90% good, 10% bad. And that's coming up in another few minutes on KDWB. Right now, though, We're going to play a little game we play it every Monday. It's called Think Fast. Probably our most popular, simplest game. Basically, I think who's hosting? Bailey is hosting today.
I'm hosting.
Who would you choose to compete today, Bailey?
Oh, gosh. Well, Dave, you can be one. And then how about Vaughn?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So today on Think Fast, I have two different categories. They're going to be any word, though. Any word at all. Okay. I'm not going to give you a letter. This is the synonym round. Okay. Do you know what a synonym is?
Like heavy and weighty.
Sure.
Are the same.
Yeah. It's another word for the word I'm going to give you. So you're going to give me another word for it, a synonym.
Horny and randy.
Exactly.
Okay,
Thank
good.
you, David.
Okay, good.
Okay. So your first word. Give me a synonym for the word love.
Like.
Okay. I guess. Sure. That one's kind of.
I hate to come up with anything.
Yeah.
All right. What would you say, Bailey? Obsessed?
I mean, like enamored is a good one.
Gotcha.
Like is kind of mid. Okay. Anyway, let's go to the next one. Synonym for happy.
Glad.
Joyful.
Glad.
Okay.
Dave gets glad. Give me a synonym for evil.
Wicked.
Oh,
Dave
good,
with wicked.
good.
Nice one, Dave. Okay. Give me a synonym for sad.
Upset.
Okay. Vaughn with upset. Give me a synonym for tired.
Weary.
Oh.
Weary. What a great synonym.
Thank you.
That's a good one. Okay. Give me a synonym for energized.
Pumped.
Ooh,
Pumped is a good one.
very good,
Wow,
yeah.
look at you guys.
Pump up the jams.
Thesaurus up in here. Okay. Give me a synonym for hurt.
Battered.
Battered? Well, that was kind of slow. Okay. But thank you. Give me a synonym for confident.
Prideful. No, that's right. I don't like
Prideful.
that.
No, prideful's good.
That's a good
actually.
one.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
a good one.
prideful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
give it to me.
Those are all the synonyms. Vaughn has 4. Dave has 3. Now we're moving on because I'm always hungry. Okay.
We know.
This is a category called a dish you might find on the table for ... So you're going to give me the name of something you might find on the table for one of these things.
I see.
Okay. Tell me a dish you might find on the table for Thanksgiving.
Stuffing.
Turkey.
Vaughn was stuffing.
He knew it was
He knew it
coming.
was gonna be
You were
Thanksgiving
ready.
first.
Yeah.
It's so funny because I don't even eat stuffing.
Okay, a dish you might find on the table for breakfast.
Eggs.
Sausage.
Eggs,
Ooh.
Dave. Nice. All right. A dish you might find on the table for a birthday party.
Cake.
Ooh, Dave with cake. You guys are tied at 5-5. Dish you might find on the table for the 4th of July.
Hot dog.
Oh, gosh. That was
Okay.
tough. I was like, where else is she going with this?
Game point for Dave here. A dish you might find on the table for afternoon tea.
Tea.
Coffee.
Tea.
Does that count?
Yeah, I mean tea.
It's not a dish.
It's called afternoon
It's not a
tea.
dish.
I was going to say, I'm kind of on Vaughn's side. It's not really a dish. It's the drink you
I
have.
will go with what the judge decides.
I already gave it to you.
Okay.
So, but I'll give you I'll give the listener the last 3 and you guys can chime in when I call
Did
on
I
you.
win?
You won, Dave.
Oh, look at that.
You won. All right. Here are 3 last dishes you might find on the table for Christmas. Vaughn?
Cookies? I don't know.
Cookies? You don't know what's on the table for
Ham.
Christmas?
Eggnog?
Ham,
That's
I
not a
bet
dish.
you ham.
Oh, ham. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. A dish you might find on the table for a midnight snack. Jenny?
Oh,
The queen
brown
of midnight
sugar,
snacks.
cookies, cheese,
Wait.
pizza.
Can we go back for a moment?
Protein bars, fruit snacks.
Brown sugar.
Yeah, what?
Oh yeah, when I would try to be like really healthy and not have anything unhealthy in my house, but I would have baking things, I would eat spoonfuls of brown sugar.
That sounds like a
That
problem.
don't sound right. It sounds like cinnamon challenge. Something's
Somebody
wrong with
told me
that.
I should get checked for diabetes when I said that on air one time. They're like, Jenny, you might have a problem, like an actual medical problem.
Okay, last one. A dish you might find on the table for school lunch.
So many.
Yeah. Well, name one, Dave.
I mean, there's pizza Fridays, hamburger Thursdays,
Lasagna.
chicken nugs.
Lasagna. It fits in that
Lasagna.
little square perfectly.
Yes,
Yeah.
tacos.
Boom, done. And that's Think Fast, you guys.
Okay.
You did it. Congrats,
You had
Dave. You won.
tacos in your lunch as a kid?
What's that?
You had tacos that offered at school?
No, now that I say that, I
I was
don't
gonna
think we
say,
did.
I was like, dang,
Oh, I
I'm
did.
jealous.
I did for sure.
Really?
Uh-huh.
We
And they
did
give you all the
not.
little fixins too, like some scrappy looking cheese and lettuce. Yeah.
Scrappy looking cheese.
Yeah, it wasn't the best.
All right. Thank you, Bailey. It is KDWB. We're 10 minutes away from your next Sabrina Carpenter keyword. Don't underestimate how cool this prize is. So stay here. Put another 10 minutes of your life. Keep us on in the background. If you just have us on in the background, that's fine. But be here for the keyword coming up in 10 more minutes on KDWB. I'm going to play this song because we've had a request for Billie Eilish, and I think it's somebody's birthday. We're like, okay, we'll play the song. But then I got to read you this email about somebody who went out of town for a little meetup with a boy they found online. And it takes a turn. You'll hear it coming up next on KDWB. That's Sabrina Carpenter keyword in 5 short minutes. Keep your radio on. I got an email I got to read to you about a hookup that had a twist. This person would not be on the radio, but I'm going to read it to you.
Okay.
Dave, Jenny, Bailey, Vaughn, I am exhausted. Because you guys are practically my life Monday through Friday mornings, I got to share my story with you. Why am I exhausted? Here's the story. I wasn't meeting anybody on Hinge because apparently my radius of men was too small. So I said I'm going to make it bigger and go all the way to Grand Forks, down to Des Moines, and out to Green Bay. I don't care.
Lord.
So they just kind of cast a bigger net.
Yeah, you got to.
Mm-hmm.
So I met this guy who lives up in Grand Forks like a month ago. We seemed to click, and pretty soon he's telling me to come up for the weekend.
Okay, that's exciting.
It's kind of a risky little venture.
It's a little risky.
You know, he's not across town. You're not meeting over at Caribou for a coffee. You're going all the way to Grand Forks for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, she packs a bag, heads on up. He says he has horses, and we can go horseback riding. It's going to be great. Well, that's kind of cool.
Fun.
There's like a plan. The guy put some thought into this, got a plan. So I drive up there. I go to his place, which is kind of like a little rundown, but it was cool. It used to belong to his parents. He shows me around. We go horseback riding on Friday. So here they are on Halloween. I guess it was just this past Friday.
Mm-hmm.
It's Halloween. They are on the horses, and he's like showing her around, and they're horseback riding, and that's kind of cool. That sounds like a great start, right?
It does.
We get back to the house and immediately ran out of things to talk about. Like nothing. And he was nervous and uncomfortable, so I said, is there a bar in town we can go to?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Alcohol solves
Good idea.
everything.
True.
Yep. So we go to this bar in town, and immediately a guy he knows comes up to say hi. And that guy and I hit it off right away, like one of those instant chemistry kind of things.
Ooh.
Now, here she is. How far is Grand Forks?
I
About
just
a
looked it
4-hour
up
drive?
actually because I was curious. It's 4.5 hours from the Twin Cities.
Jeez.
So she's up at the bar. They've run out of things to talk about. It's night number 1. They've still got all of Saturday and Saturday night and part of Sunday.
Oh.
And things are not looking good. They're at this bar.
I want to leave.
And
by
here
that
comes a
point.
guy that she's got some chemistry with.
A random guy.
So as the online guy is sitting there playing on his phone, pretending not to notice, the other guy and I are dancing. How awful would that be for the other guy?
It doesn't sound like it is at all. He's just chilling, doing his own thing.
I don't know. He had this girl come up, and anyway, they're dancing and pretty soon getting pretty cozy with each other. So we agreed we wanted to leave with each other.
Oh.
See, that's bad.
But who's going to tell guy number 1?
Well, she's staying at the Hinge guy's house,
Correct.
right? Well, that's going to... so sorry. I got to go out and be with this other guy for a while, but then I'll stop back in for my stuff.
Well, there's where the change of plans came in.
Sheesh.
So I let his friend go tell him that we were going to leave together.
Awkward.
And the guy and I left together. Only thing was my stuff was still at his house. So we had to ask if we could go by his house to pick up my stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
So not only are you saying, hey, guy number 1, I really like your friend. We're going to leave. Can we come by the house and pick up my stuff?
That is such like a... if I was the first guy, the Hinge guy, I would be so... Not sad, but like my pride would be definitely shaken.
I'd be peed off.
Yeah.
And then she kind of mentions that. Guy number 1 pretended not to mind. And honestly, I think he was kind of relieved.
Oh.
You would be relieved. You'd be a little hurt, a little sad, but you'd be like, oh, thank God.
Well, if you weren't hitting it off, yeah,
Yep,
probably.
you totally-
like, cool.
Totally
like,
100% would.
I'd probably be okay if a guy came to come see me and they hit it off with my friend and I wasn't vibing with him. I'd be like, cool.
Yes, I
Got
agree.
rid of him.
So we go back to guy number 2's place and pretty much banged all weekend. That's what she said.
Jeez.
Pretty much banged all weekend.
So
We-
that's why she's tired.
Well,
Yeah, right.
we did leave to go to Quick Trip to get a pizza on Saturday night, but we probably hooked up 8 times. 8 times!
That's
Good
a
for her.
lot.
From Friday night to yesterday afternoon when I left.
Wow.
I'm exhausted. I can't walk,
Jeez. Okay.
but I can't stop smiling. 8 times?
Blessing in disguise,
Will
though.
she ever see that dude
That's
ever
what I was gonna
again?
say. Is that how it ends? She doesn't tell us the follow up. Like, have they been? Well, I guess this just happened this weekend. But like,
she
have they
came
been
home
texting?
yesterday. This time yesterday, she had one leg over here and one leg over there.
Mhm.
I wonder if she
Just
knows
this
his,
time
No wonder
yesterday.
she's sore.
Well, exactly.
I wonder if she knows his name. Maybe.
I'm
think?
sure at
That's a
some
good-
point.
I wonder if she knows his last name.
Maybe she'll write in. Maybe she'll call in. Maybe we can get her on tomorrow. She would not be on the radio. And I think it's because she's probably a little bit embarrassed, but also proud.
Yeah,
I mean, that is a crappy thing to do, to like abandon your date.
Right.
But at the same time, I think all three people walked away or limped away happily.
You would think, because like if the first guy's like, "Oh, cool, yeah, I'm so relieved that I don't have to deal with this," your ego is still hurt.
Yeah, because you had this whole. It's not like it was just a random like, oh, let's go to North Loop. Like, no, this was a 4-hour trip for her. The commute, you had everything planned, and that's your friend. No,
Yeah, but if he wasn't vibing with it, I don't know. I think that there is a part of you that just would be like, sweet, I dodged a bullet having to entertain someone this entire weekend.
Oh, I feel so bad that they ran. Okay, we got to do this, and we'll continue on the other side. But here it is.
Let's take a trip. Your chance to win a trip to Los Angeles to see Sabrina Carpenter at one of her sold-out shows happens now on KDWB. Talk back the keyword, please. That's please on our iHeartRadio app.
For that huge trip to Los Angeles. And maybe you'll take a guy that you met on Hinge and you go to the Sabrina Carpenter concert, and then you go to the Santa Monica Pier and you go down to Hollywood Boulevard and like, oh my God, look at that. That's Lucille Ball's Star.
Wow.
My mom used to watch that with, let's get a picture. I'm making up a scenario here, so you got to use the keyword, and then the keyword is please. So make sure you use that on the iHeart app. So back to the action here. So if you missed it, a woman met a guy. He met him online a month ago. He seemed like a nice guy. So she drives all the way to Grand Forks this past Friday, just a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, come on up, spend the weekend. I got horses. We'll go horseback riding. So they went horseback riding. They came back to the house and they immediately ran out of things to talk about. So she says, is there a bar in town? They go to the bar in town. They meet one of his buddies. The buddy and this woman hit it off spectacularly. She leaves with this guy, goes to the first guy's house to pick up her stuff, spends the weekend with one leg over here and one leg over there. They said they hooked up 8 times, which to me sounds exhausting.
it's so tiring. I still have heard.
8 times.
Mhm. That's a lot of times.
Jenny, you've been to about town a couple of times. Is 8
Yeah.
times in one weekend a lot?
Well, it was a Friday to a Sunday.
Friday to Sunday, yeah.
Jenny, come on.
8 times.
I think 8 times could equate to, yes, a full 48 hours. I think that could, I don't know. I mean,
What's the math on that one? So
every,
Well, if
like,
you do
probably
twice
every
in
like
one night,
12-ish hours.
3 in a day,
No.
3 in a day.
I don't know,
Yeah, it
just
depends
kidding.
on if they went back to back.
Every 6 hours.
There's a lot you got to figure out here.
This
my
is not
God.
the kind of math problem that I thought I would be doing this morning. We've got a word problem for you
Here
guys.
we go, kids.
Yeah.
One leg over here, one leg over there.
Right. So, and I think it's, but what do you think of her? I think it's great. She, instead of having a miserable weekend watching TV in silence with the horse owner,
Mhm.
she wrote something else.
I think she was determined to get some action.
Yes,
so
I agree.
It was like whatever happened had to happen. She was like, I'm here for it because this is all I want is this action thing. So she was willing to drive 4.5 hours. She's willing to like spread the
Nothing wrong with
hinge
that.
net.
Nothing
you
wrong
know?
with that. If she was just looking to hook up, I ain't got no shame in that at all.
I think
Right.
the guy, like the friend that she ended up going home with, I only think he's wrong because that was your friend's girl. Not girl, really, but because they just met on Hinge. But like, you don't take home your buddy's girl.
It's just the weird thing of
Good
being
point.
like, hey, I'm going to bring her home with me, but I've got to bring her back to your house to pick up her stuff. Is that
'cause-
cool?
Yes. Like what? He's
What
just
a
sitting in the
weird
car,
thing.
running the engine, waiting.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Just trading off.
All right.
That's
Well,
weird.
let me ask you, if you went out of town or met somebody, or you drove, maybe you didn't drive that far. Maybe you drove like from Little Canada to White Bear Lake. It took you 10, 15 minutes to get there. If you met up with someone for the first time this weekend, how did it go? Did you spend the night?
Mm.
Did he spend the night? She spend the night? How far did you drive? Was it awkward? I think I told you the time that a long time ago, I met up with a girl. I was in Las Vegas. I dated this girl. I flew back. to see her 2 months later, and we ran out of things to talk about on the ride from the airport to her house. It was a miserable long weekend.
I had this boy that was really into me in college my senior year. And like right before I graduated, we were like pretty close. And then I moved to Florida to work at Disney World. And he was like, I'm going to come see you. And by that point, I had already gotten over him. And so he got on a bus and came all the way to Florida. And it was the most awkward, like 2 days ever. So similar situation, but I didn't meet up with some random other person and we hit it off there. So not that same.
Couple of text messages regarding this whole situation. We're going to wrap up. Good for her. 8 times isn't that much when the section is brand new. I disagree. 8 times in one weekend.
No, I kind of agree. It's not a lot. When it's new and fresh,
8
you'd
times
be surprised.
in 48
You're
hours.
running off adrenaline, man.
I think you're thinking that it's like an hour every single time. What could have happened was like they hook up right away. You're still laying there. You're in a high. 30 minutes later, hook up again.
Yeah, that's what I'm
2
saying.
right off the bat.
Okay,
You know,
break
you
it
gotta
down
just
for
get
us,
like
Jenny.
6 more in.
Now it's Saturday
You
morning.
wake up the next morning, everyone's horned up in the morning after some cocktails. At least I am. And so then you're going to get it on then. You go out, you get your coffee, you have a little lunch or brunch or whatever. Mid-afternoon, some afternoon delight. We're up to 4 times. Then we get to Saturday evening. You know that they probably had more drinks at that point. And then they got real
Well, they had a
rowdy.
pizza.
He was
They-
tossing her around.
Okay.
They were doing backflips and stuff.
Ragdoll.
3 times right there. Sunday morning, wake up, one last time, 8 times there. Bing, bang, boom.
And all the momentum is there because you're just off the high of like, I want to keep doing this. I want to keep doing this. So that's all you're thinking about while you're doing drinks and all those other things. Yes.
Text messages at KDWB1. I mean, honestly, you never really know if you're going to hit it off with a person until you meet them. So original guy is probably like, whatever, and glad he didn't have to spend the weekend awkwardly trying to act interested or like they have anything to talk about. And I think that's very true. I think that the first guy was probably like, he's not stupid. I mean, she found him charming and funny and whatever, so he's not stupid. They just didn't have anything to talk about. Probably all they talked about was like, oh, it'd be really fun to come up. And that's once they had exhausted that topic, there was nothing else.
Definitely sucks in the moment, but I think he dodged the bullet. The
Who
original
did?
guy.
The original guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I think so too.
Because he probably was like, if she's willing to just up and leave like this, she wasn't for me.
Right.
And he didn't have to suffer not having anything to talk about.
What do you think? What did we miss? Did you go out of town? Did you meet anybody this weekend? Love to hear. Send me a text at KDWB1. Jenny's been on Reddit. We're going to do that coming up in a second.
Every once in a while, I pretend I'm Sandy from Greece and I reenact Summer Lovin'. And it's something weird I do in the comfort of my own home when nobody's watching. So we're going to talk about private little habits that other people do that you would never want anyone to find out about.
I'm here for it. What is yours? We'll do it next.
The Twin Cities number one
music station. 101.3 KDWB.
We have a lovely start to the week. It's going to be sunny with a high of 56. And then tomorrow, warming up even more, mostly sunny, a high of 62.
This report is sponsored by Treasure Island Resort and Casino. Experience an evening of hope and healing at Treasure Island. Tyler Henry became the Hollywood medium as the premier psychic for the stars. Now he's bringing the other side to the Island Event Center on November 7th and 8th. Get your tickets at TICasino.com.
Minnesota's got a lot to be proud of, like Cheerios and Kim's Milk, 2 local originals. When this team pairs up, it's way beyond Minnesota nice. It's gosh darn delicious. Whether you need a quick snack, a post-gym refuel, or easy breakfast, a serving of Cheerios protein and a serving of Kim's Milk delivers 16 grams of tasty protein. It's convenient, satisfying, and keeps you going. Cheerios and Kim's Milk, your Minnesota protein pair. Cheerios protein cereal is a good source of protein per serving.
Presenting a Gain Flings love story. Dear love of my life, we were on the 12B bus this morning when I caught a whiff. A scent so fresh, so life-changing, I had to find its source. Alas, I didn't know if you were the woman in the pink freshly washed cardigan or the retired mailman next to me, but I knew one of you was my soulmate. Ah, the scent of Gain Flings. Try Gain Flings with OxyBoost and Febreze.
Ever wanted to wear outfits with the same rockstar vibe as Jingle Ball? Now you can. JCPenney and iHeartRadio have teamed up to launch their first ever iHeartRadio Jingle Ball JCPenney collection. From glittery denim jackets to sequin dresses, this collection has you covered for every holiday party. Shop the iHeartRadio Jingle Ball JCPenney collection and discover more exclusive ways to tap into the magic of Jingle Ball and the holiday season. Go to jcp.com. Yes, JCPenney.
Hey, it's Ellen. The pros trust OVO, LASIK, and Lens. I mean the actual, like the teams we love and support here in Minnesota. The Wolves, they're back. Also, the Wild, they're back. And OVO, LASIK, and Lens, they're the official LASIK provider of the pros. Right now, to kick off the season, they're like, you know what? Let's celebrate. Let's give everyone $500 off LASIK. Plus, OVO's the first clinic in the country with WaveLight Plus, the newest LASIK technology for sharper, more personalized results. I mean, it's crazy, but it's actually possible to get better than 2020. And the surgeons, they're the ones the pros trust. Legends of LASIK, Dr. Mark Lobanoff, who I saw, so did my husband, and Dr. David Whiting, they're an amazing team. And don't forget, OVO has 24 months interest-free financing and a best price guarantee. With all that, LASIK could cost you less than your daily coffee. Book your free consultation now at ovoi.com. You can make this the season you finally ditch your glasses and contacts and do it while saving $500 off. ovoi.com.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppables bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. With Downy Unstoppable, you just toss, wash, wow, for all-day freshness.
Listen live to KDWB on the free iHeartRadio app. Brought to you by
Top Dog Law. Call them for any accident, big or small. Go to topdoglaw.com. That's topdoglaw.com.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drop tested over and over. We do all that to the V6 powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
Raising a family requires lots, and I mean lots, of energy. Quaker's protein products help you to keep things running smoothly. It's the protein you want when wrestling your toddler into their pajamas. There you go, buddy. To coach your 6th graders soccer team. And to carry all the groceries in one trip. Whether you want instant oatmeal, bars, or granola, Quaker has something for everyone in the family. Try Quaker protein products today. Quaker, bring out the good.
Pearl Vision knows there's so much you would never waste. A great meal, a good laugh, time with the people you love, and most of all, money. So why waste your vision benefits? They exist to protect something priceless, your sight. Don't waste your money. Book your eye exam today at pearlvision.com. Nobody cares for eyes more than Pearl. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details.
Get your favorite produce at Whole Foods Market. Save on medium Hass avocados through November 4th. They're the perfect way to top your crusty sourdough or zesty rice bowls. While supplies last, shop in-store or online. Terms apply.
Hey, Mr. C, it's me. Well, I just picked up the ring. I actually went to Hellsberg. Thanks for that recommendation. Kate's gonna love that hers is from the same jeweler you got Mrs. C's ring from. They were so helpful throughout the whole process. They even knew your family by name, and the ring looks great. Anyways, I just couldn't wait to let you guys know. Call me back and wish me luck.
Hellsberg, designed with care and craft since 1915. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
From the 612 Injured, High Merle and Lammers Injury Law Traffic Center.
New problems on 35 East southbound where you're heavy from Little Canada Road to Maryland. That's all due to a crash blocking the right center lane. Other than that, it's pretty much heavy almost everywhere around the area. Eastbound the crosstown's crawling from Gleason all the way over to Highway 100. And you're also seeing 394 eastbound delays from General Mills Boulevard all the way into 94. I'm Jeremy Scott, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The slow-roasted Cantina chicken menu is here to stay with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies.
Watch the Dave Ryan Show on YouTube. Just search Dave Ryan TV. Live on YouTube and the iHeartRadio app. It's 101.3 KDWB.
Certain concerts you remember for a lifetime, like your first concert, you probably remember this concert you loved so much, or maybe when you saw One Direction at back when it was
All of them.
TCF Bank Stadium.
Oh, yes.
The big One Direction Stadium show.
Saw that.
Were you there?
I was there.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes.
So there's certain concerts you'll remember, and this Sabrina Carpenter concert is going to be one for you'll remember forever. And who are you going to take along? Think about it. You're going to take your daughter. You're going to take your best friend. You're going to take your partner. And they'll be blown away by Sabrina Carpenter. Another keyword comes up in 15 minutes. So don't underestimate how cool this is and the fact that time is ticking away. And before you know it, the contest will be over and somebody else will have won that trip unless you play. Don't worry, the keyword is not, we don't worry about one right now, but one comes up in about 15 minutes. Kind of a little follow-up. We were talking about this woman who, and I don't want to keep telling the story, but basically she went for a meetup with a guy in Grand Forks over the weekend, left on Friday, and they went horseback riding, then ran out of things to do. Cut to the chase, they go to a bar, she meets another guy, his friend. They hit it off. She spends the weekend with that guy instead of the guy she drove to Grand Forks to meet. She got back yesterday, wrote us an email last night talking about how tired and happy she was and how they hooked up 8 times in one weekend.
It's a lot.
Here's a text message at KDWB1. 8 times is not a lot. My husband and I went 8 times the first night we met. Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I mean,
wow.
Get it,
No, it
girl.
does not. Are you serious? How can anybody? I'm giving away too much information about me.
Yeah, that's why I'm just saying, yes, it does happen.
Okay, I'm glad it does for you because it certainly has never happened for me.
Well,
I think also like it sounds like this hot, crazy thing, but as a woman, I would be like, no, 2 times is plenty. 2 to 3
in a weekend
maybe
or in a
4.
night.
It also
No,
depends on
in a night
how old you are, I guess. Just because, like, as you get older, you're like, I don't want to do all that
I
stuff.
disagree because I had somebody who wanted to literally just bang all night one time, and I was 23 at the time, and I was like, no, she's done. Like, she is
She's
done.
over.
Who?
She. Her.
Oh.
You know, her.
Her lady.
That girl.
My girl.
Do it, lady.
Lady, do it, lady.
Do it all.
Do it.
Do it on your birthday.
Here's a text message at KDWB1. It says, I drove up from up north, Pine City, all the way to Albert Lee to meet a girl for the weekend that I had met at a show where I was performing and drove all the way to watch her knit and have mid-level hookup. Point being, if I was that girl in Grand Forks and had that opportunity, I would have taken it too. That's probably my best story of the week. It's a young week, but so far, that's my favorite.
That's it.
That's
It's a
my
young
favorite story of the
week.
week. Yeah.
Pete.
All right. It is KDWB. Jenny's been on Reddit.
Jenny's been on Reddit.
We're talking about weird private habits that you do that you hope no one finds out about. I said earlier that I like to pretend like I'm Sandy from Greece and I sing Summer Lovin', the Sandy part, obviously.
Can we hear a little piece?
Yeah. Summer lovin' had me a blast. Summer lovin' happened so fast. I have to play both parts, but
Sure
I
you
usually
do, yeah.
I usually play like a karaoke or like the actual
Yeah.
version. So Danny is singing with me. You know?
Right. I get you. I feel you.
All right, we're going to move on to Reddit because nobody needs to hear me sing all morning. Here we go. This person says, sometimes when I'm having a really hard day, I'll pretend my dishes or my laundry are sentient little creatures who are excited to see me. They also need my help because they're scared or lost or dirty.
Wow.
So there you go. I like this one a lot. It says, sometimes I take all the stuff off of my refrigerator and sit on top of it just to look at my home from a different view. It's
I'm
quite
going to do that.
nice.
I'm going to do that. That's so funny. Once in a while, you get on a ladder to change a light bulb, and you're like, "Oh, it's kind of cool up here."
You're like, whoa, look at all of this
Never
dust.
seen my couch from up above.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think this is something a lot of people do. I sing stupid little songs. I make up to my fish and cats when I get home. One time I thought my husband wasn't home yet. I serenaded my darlings and then heard him laughing from another room. Another one is the absolute mind-boggling level to which I talk to myself or narrate things out loud, even having full-blown conversations about made-up scenarios and events that haven't transpired.
Guilty. When I was, well, still to this day, my dream is to do like a Jimmy Fallon late night talk show. So when I was younger, I would sit at a little desk or my dining room table and be like, "Please welcome out Kevin Hart." There's no Kevin Hart, obviously. And I'm like panning to the audience, like, "Hi, so Kevin," and have fake interviews. I do that all the time.
That is funny.
That is so funny. Someone else says, I rock myself to sleep No, not rock per se. I do like a vibration with my feet until I sleep. This one is so funny. Before I get into bed, I clean off my feet by kneeling on the edge on all fours and slapping them together forcefully to get rid of any dust that might have accumulated.
On the edge of the bed. I
Yes.
get it. Okay, that's funny.
They say it looks like a fly rubbing its hands. So I can't enter my bed before doing that. Can you imagine? Like, think about the person we just talked to.
Yeah.
She's hooking up with someone for this first time. He's on all fours, clapping the dust off his feet before he can crawl into bed and get it on.
God.
Wow.
This one is definitely, it actually looks like it was written in by someone called Bailey Jay Hess.
Me.
I have 2 cats. And I have constant ongoing conversations with them out loud. Each has his own different voice so that it's clear who is saying what. And over the years, a storyline has developed.
That checks out. That is literally my whole life growing up to when we had dogs and cats. They all had their very own specific voice and they had their own storylines. Like Chelsea, she would go on a bus. She would go to kindergarten. She had friends in kindergarten. None of that was true. And we named all of her friends and she would talk to them. Yeah, that's real life. That's real life.
It is real life.
No.
Okay, one last one from Reddit. And then if you guys have one, I really want you to share. But this person says, I put my towel between my butt cheeks and walk around while I'm drying off after the shower. My husband did recently catch me doing that one too.
What?
Okay, Bailey, what weird things do you do that you hope nobody ever sees?
I mean, I do sing a lot of Broadway show tunes. I put on karaoke versions and sing those a lot. And then I own a lot of wigs. So sometimes to get, their worth out of them, I will just put on a wig and wear it around my house and pretend I'm a different kind of woman.
You put on an accent too?
Yeah, I'm to talk to my cat.
Yes.
Yeah. What about you? You just said the Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, like a talk show thing. Or my stepmom used to be a teacher. My dad's a teacher too. I would be in their classroom by myself and I'd go on stage, aka their carpet, and perform Macklemore, honestly. I would sing as if I'm a performer on stage.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Can you tell we're all like wannabe?
Yes, want to be much bigger entertainers than we are now.
Person, but Dave, did you think of anything? I know you were struggling because you think that you're not weird.
I didn't.
You're weird.
I used to. I used to listen to music when I was a kid and like play air guitar. And I had a little miniature guitar that I carved out of wood. That was probably like 1/3 or 1/2 size. And I was lip syncing and playing it. And my sister Donna walked in, and I'd never been so embarrassed before in my life. And she was laughing, and I was like, no.
You know what Dave does that is weird? I can tell you right now.
Oh, this should be good.
That he has a little camera set up on his bird feeder.
Yeah.
And not that that's weird to have a camera on your bird feeder, but what is weird is when you take screenshots of the birds that you think are really interesting and then post them to your social media.
Yeah, and they're cut off, so we can't see what weird bird name it is.
I did my best. Yeah,
I know you did your best.
Birding season has started, and Project Feeder Watch is underway.
Okay.
So shout out to other people who watch the birds and keep track.
There's a couple texts that came in. Somebody said, sometimes when I'm cooking, I think I'm in a cooking show and I'm talking out all the steps. And I think a lot of people probably do this. Another person said, I pretend I'm on stage performing at a concert when I'm in the shower.
Telling you, man, your acoustics sound the best when you're in the shower.
Yeah,
that is true. Thank you, Jenny. We'll be back with You Can't Make This Stuff Up. There's a theory, and a lot of people think that this theory is absolutely true. And you have an opinion on whether this theory is true. It has been proven that it is not true. I know that's vague, but you got to hear this. It's coming up next on You Can't Make This Stuff Up on KDWB.
The Purple take on Baltimore this Sunday at noon. Listen on FM 100.3 KFAN, powered locally by Aquarius Home Services. Want to see the Purple face Green Bay in early January? Aquarius is giving away 4 tickets to the game and $500 in game day cash. Register at KDWB.com, keyword furnace.
Hey, Purple and Gold Nation. Football season means cozy days at home. And Aquarius Home Services keeps your home comfy. From furnace, electrical, and plumbing repairs to worry-free Connecticut water that scores big with the family. Kick things off with a sure win. Schedule a free water analysis today at AquariusHomeservices.com.
For the first week of November, a pretty gorgeous start to the week. It's going to be sunny with a high of 56 today. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and 62.
This report is sponsored by Whole Foods Market. Make your table shine this Thanksgiving with savings at Whole Foods Market. Take advantage of deals through December 2nd on no antibiotics ever whole turkey, organic produce, and more festive holiday finds. Shop Whole Foods Market in-store or online today.
Okay, I freely admit it. This story gets a little bit twisty-turny a little bit, but I promise you this has never even come close to happening on War of the Roses before.
I noticed one day the picture of me was flipped over again. I could see handprints on the wall.
What did he do? What did you find that makes you want to figure out whether he's cheating?
All right. Honey came in and she got me red-handed, creepy with the girl next door. Picture this, we were both caught making love on the bathroom floor.
Came across a pair of black underwear of his covered in white cat hair, and we do not own a cat.
I walk in the bedroom and she's on all fours, butt naked. She's filming it.
Someone comes and starts banging on the front door, like pounding it. He goes and he opens the door, and it's his ex-girlfriend.
You better watch your back before she turn into a killer. Just review the situation that you call the pinner.
I noticed on the top of her boob there was a bruise there. It was perfectly round, kind of like a hickey.
The note just said, Bradley, since you're whining and dining my wife anyway, I thought I'd send you some more wine, you piece of shit.
Wasn't me.
You were being a little bit cagey about who that guy was.
I don't know who the guy is.
Wasn't me.
I've told you that I'd like to hook up with other people.
Wait, no, you said that you used to.
Wasn't me.
I heard you. I know what you sound like.
I think that's kind of inappropriate to say on the radio.
It'd be worse if he made the sound.
Honey came in and she got me red-handed, creepy with the girl next door. Picture this, we were both caught making love on the bathroom floor.
I was in the bathroom and I was trying to find eye drops, and I found bleach instead.
I see that there's makeup remover in there. I was wondering, like, where does this come from? I mean, it's not his. I know my own, and it's definitely not the brand that I buy.
I just would like some answers as to why you're sending cards like I licked it so it's mine to someone.
I think you misunderstood. You're missing part
of the story. I'm sorry. Is Joyce a lollipop? Because I don't think I misunderstood.
But you got me on the counter. Wasn't me. Saw me kissing on the sofa. It wasn't me. I even had her in the shower. It wasn't me. She even caught me on camera. It wasn't me.
She got this package. It was an extender. She had me use it that night, and I despised it. Is she being seeing someone who's extended already?
Since some people say it makes a huge, no pun intended, difference.
Honey came in and she got me red-handed, creepy with the girl next door. Picture this, we were both caught making love on the bathroom floor.
So they're betraying you by catching you in a lie.
I mean, they're lying to me, and whatever. I mean, you guys aren't the moral police either.
Well,
I'm not.
There had been a hair that had been partially caught behind his eye. The doctor told us that it was a pubic hair.
Oh.
There's no way you should be drinking another woman's breast milk or have a video of it.
Ryan, I mean, it's none of my business, but I mean, we're all here. Did you drink the coffee?
Yeah, I mean, that's like the punchline.
That's the punchline.
Honey came in and she got me red-handed, creepy with the girl next door. Picture this, we were both caught making love on the bathroom floor. How could I forget that I had given her an extra key?
What the is going on here, man? Seriously, stay away from my girlfriend. Oh my God.
Why would she lie to Zach and then hook up with you?
She gets some emotional stuff from him. She gets some physical stuff from me. I don't know. It's a good deal.
You said your brother ate the Taco Bell with you, and you just don't like him.
Because when I was in Korea 6 months ago, she fucked my brother.
Oh.
No, that's not important to the story.
Hunting season's almost here, which means Orange Friday is on at Fleet Farm. Enjoy great deals all week long, plus 2 big hunting giveaways in-store only. And be one of the first 500 when doors open at 6 a.m. Friday, November 7th to get your free Orange Friday hat. And Big Bucks Scratch-Off for up to 50% off your entire purchase. Don't miss our biggest hunting event of the season. And for even more Fleet Farm Hunt Week deals, go to fleetfarm.com/Orange Friday.
Why do I exercise at Snap Fitness? Good question. To feel stronger and more confident and more alive, honestly. They make it so easy to start, and they provide the motivation to keep you going. Visit snapfitness.com to join today. Snap Fitness, it's for the feeling.
Raising a family requires lots, and I mean lots, of energy. Quaker's protein products help you to keep things running smoothly. It's the protein you want when wrestling your toddler into their pajamas. There you go, buddy. To coach your sixth graders' soccer team. And to carry all the groceries in one trip. Whether you want instant oatmeal, bars, or granola, Quaker has something for everyone in the family. Try Quaker protein products today. Quaker, bring out the good.
Need to sell a house now? Get your guaranteed cash offer today at chrislindahl.com.
From the 612 Injured, Hi Merle and Lammers Injury Law Traffic Center.
Biggest delay I see right now is 394 eastbound. You're heavy from Louisiana Avenue all the way over to Highway 100. Once you get past that, you're still approaching 94 eastbound. That's because 94 eastbound is tight from 394 to Hennepin-Lindale westbound. You're still from 61 to 35E, Hiawatha to Hennepin-Lindale. I'm Jeremy Scott, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The slow-roasted cantina chicken menu is here to stay with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies.
101.3 KDWB.
You can't make this stuff up.
A lot of people that seriously believe that we live in the Matrix, that all this is like a simulation and it's not real, and we're like, just some computer simulation, right?
Yeah.
But a team of physicists have concluded that we are not living in a computer simulation. Now, they didn't figure out exactly what's going on or why we are here, because you could wonder, one of the big eternal questions, why is the universe, does it exist? Why is there something rather than nothing?
Mm-hmm.
So why is there, and wouldn't there have to be something? Or would it make more sense if there were nothing? But doesn't there have to be something?
Get philosophical on
Yeah,
this.
we're getting heady up in here.
It is a little bit weird, but if there is anything that exists, there has to be something. But why? So anyway, the math behind reality is too complex for any computer to replicate. So it seems that we are real. So we got that going for us, which is nice.
This is nice. Yeah, preferable.
So there's no computer that could simulate this much reality. I mean, look at the things you're looking at and the texture of the clothes that you're wearing and the passion and the emotions that you feel, right down to like the gray hairs in your eyebrows, right, Bailey?
Yeah, exactly. And you have a lot of those.
I do, yeah.
And
so
it's just too much for a simulation to like concoct. There's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much. There's too much variety to life.
I think that's
Dimension.
true. And people would be like, well, maybe in the future, or maybe some society has very, very powerful technology, but why would they bother to do it?
Who cares?
What are they getting out of it?
Unless we're like ants in a little ant farm.
But then why would they work so hard to make a simulation?
That's true.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
No, I don't know. Also, welcome to Movember. Keep your eyes open in the coming weeks for plenty of guys, and maybe you be growing facial hair to celebrate Movember. The movement is all about more than mustaches and beards. It's a global movement urging men to take their health seriously, from mental wellness to cancer screenings. Hopefully, all that extra flowing facial hair triggers conversations, encourages checkups, and continues to break the stigma about men talking about health.
Jenny and I would like to speak on behalf of all women. Please grow a mustache.
Yeah, we like mustaches.
To all women is what you're saying?
No, to all men. Please grow a mustache.
On the behalf of all women.
On the behalf of all women, please grow a mustache.
But make sure you take care of it. Don't let a bunch of food get stuck in there.
Yeah.
And make it all stinky.
Make
Get
it,
just, some mustache oil or something.
Trim, and then, get it so it looks clean, because you don't want to just, not shave anything. I remember my boyfriend back in the day, way back, he did No Shave November, and he just didn't shave his face at all and just looked awful. I still got to clean it up.
I do like a mustache a lot. I will say that if you have kind of like the beard stubbly vibes, just a heads up that does cause women to break out a little bit on their chin.
But it's hot.
It's true, but it's frustrating.
I'm going for the Andy Reid look. Andy Reid has got that kind of walrusy kind of a mustache.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of look that I'm going to go for.
Bailey, he's not attractive.
No, I just looked him up. Absolutely not. No, you have to go for the Tom
Andy
Selleck.
Reid.
The Tom Selleck or the Benson Boone mustache is cute.
Yeah, I like the Benson Boone one.
It's cute.
A little pencil-y kind of a
Bailey
mustache.
likes a good handlebar.
I just like a good mustache,
Handlebar.
period. is nice. And like a Tom Selleck mustache. I kind of want to watch that show that he did.
Magnum PI.
Magnum PI, just
That
so I
show
can
that
look
he
at
did.
him. Just so I can look at him all the
He
time.
was gorgeous 45 years ago. He was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, happy Movember.
All right, here comes your keyword.
Let's take a trip. Your chance to win a trip to Los Angeles to see Sabrina Carpenter at one of her sold-out shows happens now on KDWB. Talk back the keyword taste. That's taste on our iHeartRadio app.
Okay, make sure you do that. This is a big deal. Every time you hear us say there's a keyword, if it's coming up in 5 minutes, give us 5 more minutes of your time because it is totally worth it. Enter it every time. Don't just enter it once because it's kind of like buying, like 100 scratch tickets rather than just one. Yeah, you can win with just one, and maybe you will. But listen more often and make this kind of your quest for the next week is to get in that drawing more times than you are now.
Mm-hmm.
So the keyword is taste. Open up the iHeartRadio app and just say the keyword is taste on that talkback feature, and you're good to go. We'll do Dave's Dirt coming up in a minute on KDWB. Got a lot of stuff to cover. Stay here. 101.3 KDWB and on that iHeartRadio app all over the world. Wherever you're listening, thank you for being here. Set us a little preset and be ready for your next keyword to talk back on that red microphone thing so you can win that Sabrina Carpenter trip to Los Angeles.
I pulled a Dave Ryan this last week and totally got by an ad on social media.
Oh, no.
I impulse bought something off of the TikTok shop. It arrived this weekend. So it basically is this little like mat thing you put behind your kitchen sink that goes around the faucet, and it's supposed to drain the water into the sink, and then you can place your little like scrubbers, your hand soap, whatever on it to keep that back area nice and clean.
Yeah.
Like mine is always, I don't know,
because it gets
water
dirty and splashes.
gross.
And,
Yeah.
Totally.
So I see this TikTok shop video and I'm like, oh, I need that. And it was like the color I just painted my cabinet. So I'm like, I'm going to get it. I get it in the mail. Doesn't fit. It's like fits 2/3 of the entire sink area. So it doesn't even fit that full back area. Yeah. It also only fits over like the one faucet. It doesn't fit over the like the attachment that you pull out
the sprayer
hose.
thing.
Yep, the sprayer.
Yep.
Doesn't fit that. Doesn't have a hole for that. So I'm like, are you kidding? I am so dumb. And now it only costs $10.
Okay, I'm glad that you noticed your own user error in
Yes.
the. Okay, good.
Like I didn't even remotely think to look at like the size of it or that it would fit around my sink properly. I just saw it and I was like, sold.
Which is so unlike you, Jenny.
No, it's so unlike me, trust me. But I've been really into my kitchen lately since I've been like doing things to it. So I go to return it because I'm like, well, I'm going to try to return it. It's probably going to cost the same amount to like ship it back as I paid for it. But it worked out in my favor. They were like, yeah, we'll give you the refund. You don't need to return it.
Just keep it?
Yeah.
I love that.
I've had that happen to me on like Amazon stuff before where I go to return it and they're like, nah, you're good. I assume both Amazon and TikTok, they have so much money. They're like, don't worry about it.
But TikTok is sketchy. I told you guys this a while ago, man. Anybody that I think you got worse. You got worse than Dave because anybody that shops on TikTok shop is a sucker.
I disagree because I have gotten a few things from TikTok shop and they actually have all been really good. But this one, it was my own fault. I mean, it didn't fit properly. It's not good quality. It's not good. It doesn't fit the way.
$10.
Yeah, I mean, it was $10. But I was pretty hyped about that because I just assumed I was out the $10, got this crappy little thing, whatever.
What'd you do with it, though, since it didn't work?
Oh, it's still on my sink.
Oh, it's still there.
So
okay.
I cut a hole in where the sprayer
good. I was going to
is.
ask about cutting a hole in it.
No, I cut a hole where the sprayer is, but it still doesn't sit perfectly because of the way that the sink is just all whatever. It's just, I don't have a fancy new sink. I have a pretty old kitchen sink, and these are definitely made for sinks that are much more aesthetically pleasing and don't have all the gadgets I feel like that mine does. So it's still there. I'm still using it currently, but it looks awful.
I told the story before. I got a little, because my daughter Allison, she loves art and loves to paint, and she doesn't have a whole lot of time. So I thought, well, this would be kind of cute for her to keep in her purse. It's a little tiny art palette. It looks like a box and it opens up. And there's paint inside. It comes with a brush and it comes with a little clip-on little easel and you can hand hold it. And I ordered this, and it's maybe a little bit bigger than, it's like the size of a candy bar. Okay. So like a Hershey bar, flat Hershey bar. And I thought, and so I opened it, and it didn't come with any paint, didn't come with any brushes. It just came with the palette. And I thought, I'm not going to give this to her and then expect her to buy her own paint and brushes and pads or whatever. So I threw it in the trash, just threw it away.
Yeah.
So, but that's I think it was the last bad thing that I've ordered. But if I think about it, I'd probably come up with something else because I do have the impulse buy thing.
You do.
Well, it makes it so easy. Pay with Apple Pay? Yes, please.
Yeah.
Tap here, click this twice. Boom, it's on its way to your house.
And I think the Instagram ads are what get me more because, I don't know, there's something about the algorithm and because it takes up your full screen versus like TikTok shop, I can just scroll. Like I'm going to oh, nope, I see a shop thing, scroll. But Instagram right now, everything on my Instagram is this like lamp that when you turn it on, it's got like these beautiful, like, I don't know, kind of beachy sort of like lines that it emits onto the wall in like orange. And so it makes it feel like very vibey in your room, and you can make it blue or red or orange. And that is the only thing that keeps popping up. And I keep being like, do I need this lamp?
Do you ever tap like on something that you're thinking about buying so it'll show up again? Yeah. I do that all the time. It's like, look at this. This is a really cool thing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I want it, but I want time to think about it. So I'll tap like or even make a comment so it'll show up again.
All you have to do is just watch that video to the very end and maybe click on the link that it has and then go back and be like, okay, I clicked on the link. It'll pop up again.
And it
Because
will.
it does. That dumb little lamp keeps popping up.
But the funny thing is, even if you order something, it'll still pop up.
Yeah. You're like,
even
I
if you
bought it
pay
already.
for it.
Leave me alone.
What have you bought on Temu or TikTok Shop or Instagram that you loved, or something that you're like, this is dumb?
I'm waiting for something right now, so we're going to see if it's dumb.
What are you waiting for?
Well, I can't tell you exactly because it's for my mom, but it's for something that you like. It's a piece of art, sort of. And I bought two, one for her, one for me, and it's coming from Germany. And so I bought it like a month ago, and it's still not here yet. But now it's in Albuquerque as of yesterday.
So you're tracking it.
So
Okay,
it's almost
well,
here.
It.
it's
Yeah.
getting closer.
One
getting closer.
day.
Okay, good luck. Let's cover Dave's Dirt on KDWB.
Dave's Dirt, sponsored by 612 Injured, Heimer and Lamber's Injury Law on KDWB.
Vikings win.
Snap. Four-man rush. McCarthy throwing right. Naylor. And he caught it! Yes! At the 46-yard line. That's a 16-yard grab by Jalen Naylor. And all you Lions lovers here at Ford Field, where you can head home.
Wow. Well, they converted on third down, and then that was the end of the game. Some good games yesterday. By the way, can I say the Gophers won?
Yeah.
Gophers, it wasn't looking good. It was going back and forth, but then they were able to pull it out. They beat Michigan State. And it's just so fun to see the Gophers win because they're always... They're never expected to do really well. Now they're bowl eligible. So that's...
Really?
Yes, they're bowl
That's
eligible.
exciting.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Something exciting is that pumpkin spice season is kind of going away for those of you who care. And I just want to remind you, you can get a maple pumpkin coffee or a pumpkin spice cappuccino at holiday station stores, but those are going to be gone pretty soon here. Also, tonight, Jimmy Fallon's revealing People Magazine's 2025 Sexiest Man Alive. And I think we kind of were speculating last week. I did throw out the name Glenn Powell, and they are saying that he is a high probability because he's promoting a new movie called The Running Man. So that comes to the movie theaters in like 2 weeks. So I feel like a lot of celebrities I've heard they've turned down that honor.
Yeah.
And so, but if it coincides with you promoting something, then you're probably more willing to be like, sure, I'll be People Magazine's Sexiest Man.
See, if it was me, I would never turn it down because then every single year when a new one is announced, they always publish like the big long list of here are all of the sexiest men, and your face is going to be seen at least once every single year for the rest of your life, for the rest of time.
It's probably honestly though something that they like make fun of people for in Hollywood.
I
Like
think
it's
become
like
kind of
inside.
Yeah, it's like you're not taken as seriously as a performer anymore because you're too sexy.
I guess. Pop Mart has come to the Mall of America, everybody. Pop Mart is it's like a toy brand, sort of like a collectible brand that makes Labubu's. And we all know and love Labubu's. I saw a handful of Labubu Halloween costumes this year. They are the freaky little bunnies with the big smile with their teeth coming out. And these are the ones that make the Labubu's, the real ones. You can get Lafufus, which are fake Labubu's at different places. But Pop Mart is now officially at the Mall of America in the North End. If you want to head there and get a Labubu.
Good to know.
Exciting. Justin Bieber was doing a Twitch stream, as everyone does, and he's previewing new music. And here's a little clip.
Oh, can we be so sensitive? Oh, I know, but can we let this down? I'm letting you out. I'm letting it out.
Make a more disgusted looking face, Jenny.
Here's what I think about Bieber
Your nose
lately.
scrunched up crazy.
I feel like he went and did some ashwagandha or something, and like he's all in this like spiritual phase of life, and he's really hard to take seriously. Really hard. Like he did that round table conversation the other day about like if you even think of another woman, you're like cheating on your spouse, and it's like, okay, so what? Just because you get in a relationship, you can't be sexually attracted to other people.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
reality.
Yeah,
we're like biologically built to be attracted to people. So that I'm just saying, Justin is on some woo-woo ish. I feel like
I agree because I feel like starting a Twitch stream and being like, yeah, I'm going to stream every day. Why? You're Justin Bieber.
So
like,
many
why
people
do you
do that,
need
though.
to do that?
Kevin Hart's on Kai Cenat, which, first of all, Kevin Hart does not need Kai Cenat to stream every day, but it's actually really funny content. That's like the thing now.
But is Justin Bieber's content funny and viral?
I can't say it is or it isn't, but
I don't think it
it's
is.
just the thing right now.
Yeah, it's weird, man.
Right. Dirt is brought to you by 612 Injured, Heimer and Lammer's Injury Law. Winning time at Sunday's New York City Marathon was 2 hours and 8 minutes. Now,
That's
that is
crazy.
insane. I don't know how many miles per hour you have to run to finish that.
It's
Let me ask
probably like
Alexa.
5-ish minutes.
They probably
because-
just did a lot of jumping, you know?
No.
Leaping.
Really, I don't think that's how.
Bailey, have no idea anything about athleticism.
You
so
can go farther when you
can,
leap.
You can sit this one out.
Oh.
So the women's course record was broken at 2:19. So some of the celebrities, original star Claire Holt came in at 3:39. And then several alums from The Bachelor and Bachelorette Love Island were among the celebs running the marathon. Tayshia Adams ran her third marathon.
Good for her. She's a good runner.
Zach Clark finished an impressive 3 hours and 27 minutes. His rumored girlfriend, Caitlin Bristow, cheered from the sidelines. Matt James not far behind in 3:31. Other people from the Bachelor's cast included Tyler, Joey, Joe, and Tanner. From Love Island, Elin finished in 3:20. And I think as far as a marathon, 3:30 is the magical cutoff point, because if you finish under 3:30, you're really good and really elite.
Mhm.
And anything over than that is, still, you ran a marathon. For perspective, my fastest marathon time was 4 hours and 52 minutes.
And also for perspective, I did a half marathon and I ran it in 2 hours and 4 minutes, and someone ran a full marathon, double it, in 2 hours and 8 minutes.
Wow.
So only 4 minutes longer to do double the amount of miles.
Isn't that crazy?
Should we ask Alexa what the time is?
Alexa, to run a marathon in 2 hours and 8 minutes, how many miles per hour do you have to run?
You'd need to maintain a pace of 12.28 miles per hour. That's basically superhuman speed. The world record is 2:01, so you're aiming for something pretty legendary there.
How
12 miles an hour to keep up that pace.
But
Wow.
how many minutes does that? Well,
You gotta say,
how
Alexa.
would you say, Alexa? Okay, if you're running at 2 hours and 8 minutes for a marathon,
At 12 miles per hour, you'd finish in 2 hours and 11 minutes. Still blazing
Alexa,
fast.
stop.
I want to know what the time is for the pace for the mile.
What do you mean? What's the
Like
pace per
how
mile?
many? Like
I
are
see.
they running 5 minutes per mile? How is it, Alexa? If you run a marathon in 2 hours and 8 minutes, how fast is your mile in minutes?
Each mile would be 4.89 minutes. That's an absolutely blistering pace that would shatter the current world record.
4.89 minutes? I remember Buzz Howard back in middle school had a 6-minute mile, and everyone was like that. He was the fastest kid in school
for 1
That's
mile.
pretty quick for
and
a
that
little kid.
was like a 13-year-old boy. So imagine somebody else who's 4.89
Sub
minutes.
5 minutes.
Wow.
Good for you.
My mile record is 7:20. And
That's good.
Is that
yeah,
real?
I couldn't do it again. That was
Is that real?
15 or 20 years. Is that real?
I wanted
Yeah.
to know if you were making it up. You always make up stats.
No, there's a difference, though, between running a mile and stopping and keeping it up for a marathon
Right.
length, because
That's
you
bonkers.
can sprint more all out and be done in 1 mile and finish fast. Could I keep that up for more than 1 mile? Oh, absolutely not.
I just imagine that the person who won is so like sinewy, like they're so full of muscle, but it's
They're-
all so lean,
They're actually really lanky. I saw a picture of the guy who
muscly and sinewy,
very, very lanky and big hair.
I mean,
Lots
I
of big hair.
have a walking pad now, so I think this will be
Yeah.
me in the spring.
Yeah, it goes up to 4 miles per hour.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Bailey stood on it. It wouldn't start. It was like, okay. We're shot.
Now for some ice cream.
All right, we'll be back in a minute with another Sabrina Carpenter keyword. Invest another 5-8 minutes of your life to win that trip. So don't move. Stay here on KDWB and win that trip to LA to see Sabrina.
Do you know what Adam Sandler season is?
I have no idea what